coach. I am trying my best to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm doing this on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I am trying to get it. I am here. Hey, forever. I see you, my love. I see you. Why was I outside watering the grass and time got away from me? I play way too much. But I was in here trying to get it, honey. I am not kidding you. I was in here trying to get it. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining my live. Thanks for joining my live. I am live in like 3 places right now. I just wanted to jump on. I want to talk to you about tonight. I want to talk about relationship mindset. My name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach. I am not new to this. I am true to this. I am from New York. And everybody that's chiming in, please tell me what city and state you're chiming in from. Please tell me. I can't see it right this second because as you can see, I am cleaning my glasses. But tell me what city and state you chiming in from. Yes, 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 yes. Because we about to get it. When I tell you, I am about to go all the way in tonight because not only do I want to talk about relationship mindset. Hey Jay, I see you. How are you? Yes, not only do I want to talk about relationship mindset, but I also want to talk about a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? The things that we say, hey, you Beverly Hills. Hey Luke, how are you, my love? You are too funny. Luke, you are hilarious. You know, it's tigers in the building. It's tigers in the building. That is what's going on right now. Yeah, so I'm live on 3 different platforms, y'all. Y'all forgive me if I'm going back and forth because I'm really trying to get it and I really want to talk about this tonight. I think this is going to be such an amazing and dope conversation. Hey, Jay, thank you, sweetheart. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I want to talk about this because I know that what we do, and I know this might hurt some people's feelings, but we be saying we want a good relationship and then we do things that are opposite of what it is that we say that we want, right? And so when I think about that and I think about what we do versus what we say and what we say versus what we do both ways, I know that what we're doing is contradictory to what it is that we say that we truly want. And so if we are ever going to get to the place that we genuinely and sincerely want to be, we got to stop a lot of the shenanigans because you need oh, you know what, you play too much, OG. Don't play. Don't play. I'm good. I'm good over here. Thank you. You said I volunteer. You are funny. You are funny. I am blessed, Maya. I am blessed. I don't need one now. Trying to be the best version of me, for me, and loving on me more than anyone. I know that's right, Lorian. I know that's right. I know that's right. Listen, sis, that's what it's all about. That is absolutely what it's all about. Yeah, like let's do that. Oh, here we go. I was looking for my other phone, y'all. I was looking for my other phone. You know, when you're doing all of this here, you gotta make sure that you got other devices, your tablet, you got to have everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining the team. Thank you, my love. OG, this ring is going on layaway 87. OG, you are funny. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You are funny. You are funny. Let me share this. That is so funny. Let me share this in my group. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, I got a lot going on tonight. I really, really do. But I think that it is so important to talk about this because, and you guys share this out. If you on, tell me what city and state you're in. I want to know. I want to know where you at. Oh, OG, you're in New Jersey? Okay, that's awesome. What city and state? What city and state are you chiming in from? Right? Because I'm live on 3 different platforms, y'all. So let's get it. You said the Princess of Exit 14A. You are hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay, so I just want to get. I want to get to why I'm here tonight because I know a lot of people. Like we unconsciously talk out of both sides of our mouths. And the truth is, and I know that that might hurt some people's feelings, but I'm just trying to help people to get better, because we want to get better. Thank you, Mahogany. How are you, my love? I see you. Oh, Bayonne, New Jersey. Okay. And I know a lot of people are saying, and they say it over and over and over again, like, I want a relationship. This is what I want. I want this, that, and the other. And what that is equivalent to, and this is real talk, is getting down on your knees and praying and asking God to give you all the things that you say you want and need. San Antonio, Texas. I see you. I see you, sis. Good old San Antonio. Hold on, y'all. I play too much. I gotta take my do not disturb or put it on my phone. Yeah. So I know a lot of people, they keep repeating that. And then the very next thing they do is, this is equivalent to praying, getting up off your knees, saying that you believe God. Hey, Unique, I see you. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Right. And saying that you want something to shift and change in your life, and then you do the very opposite of what it is that you said you want and you need in your life. And here's the truth. You stop believing. 10 minutes after you get up off your knees, you stop believing. Hey, kitty cat, I see you, my love. I see you. Yes. And you say that you want something wonderful and amazing in your relationship, and then you do the very opposite of what it is that you say that you want and need. You stop believing. Somewhere during the course of the next 15, 20 minutes, you start doubting what you prayed for. That goes against what it is that we say that we want and need in our relationships. And it kind of is oxymoronic, real talk, to pray and to worry. You have to know by faith, that everything that you want and everything that you need, right? God has already supplied it for you. He needs you to trust him and believe him for the breakthrough in your life. And so when people say to me that they want a relationship, when people are telling me this, and I'm going to tell y'all some real life stories while I'm doing these lives, because this live, I was like prepping for this all day. Like, I was like, no, this is what I have to talk about tonight. Like, I'm just on fire for this, right? And then I went outside and I started watering the grass, because I put grass seeds down. My nephew did. He put grass seeds down for me. And I forgot to water grass last night. And I said, ooh, I got to go water the grass. And I went out there and forgot that it was 6:30. It caught me a little off guard because I was a little busy. But y'all pray for me. Right? Because, okay, so let's get it. Let's get it to my beautiful people. Let's get it. When we say we want a thing, when we say we want our lives to change, when we say that we want a great relationship, we can't talk against it in the same breath. A lot of times people get up off their knees from praying, asking God to give you whatever it is that you say that you want and need, and then you turn right around. You turn right around and doubt that God is even going to give you what you just prayed for. You canceled out everything, all of your prayers. You just canceled them out. And the reality of the situation is that you cannot get to where it is that you really want to be if you keep speaking against what it is that you really want. Every night when I get on here, I try to help you to understand just how powerful you really are, that your words have power, right? And it begins actually before the words even come out of your mouth. It is your mindset. It is your thoughts that are either going to take you and propel you to the next level in your life, or going to keep you stuck and still opining for the very things that you say that you want and you need, right? For your life, right? So when I think about that, and it came to me, it hit me today. I was on the phone talking to one of my friends, and the conversation came up, and it was, wow, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because when we don't believe, when we think that everybody is quote unquote trash, right? When we believe that there are no good men or no good women out here, then we mess our own selves up. So whatever a man thinketh in his heart, yeah, so is he. Absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. That's it. And so we get sidestepped and we don't understand that our words are and our thoughts are just as important and can manifest everything that we desire if we know what we're doing. And I'm not talking about like on my other platforms, for the month of May, I'm talking about manifestation. That's what I lead with every morning, right? I'm talking about manifesting the life you want. But you cannot get to the life that you want if you don't believe that you even deserve it. So the language has got to change. The language has got to change. You have got to begin to believe. Good night, night, mom in Christ. Okay, now. Okay, yeah, because you know I am. You know I am. But seriously, you got to believe. You have to absolutely believe that God has got your back. And if you say, and it's in the word, if you say to the mountain move, that mountain will move. I want you to understand just how powerful you are when you believe. Faith says, I have an issue when I get irritated and bored around my partner. I have borderline personality disorder. I guess that's what you're saying. And Faith, can I tell you something? I don't know, like, I'm not a therapist. I'm a coach. I'm not a therapist. I'm a coach. Like if there was something specific, that was outside of that realm, I may be able to assist you, but I'm not a therapist. If it's really borderline personality disorder, that's not my area. I don't flow in that, right? And so yeah, so I don't know, like if you're seeking therapy, because it can help you, it can genuinely help you. Like it's always good to go see a good therapist, right? Find somebody who matches up with you, because there are some other things that I'm not even qualified to cover. I mean, I'm anointed and appointed by God to do certain things, but that is not in my repertoire, right? Um, would like to see each other in person. I don't know. Oh, you mean me, Sandika? You want to see me in person? Okay, y'all, just so y'all know, I am on 3 platforms. I'm on Facebook, I am on YouTube, and I am on TikTok. How do you treat our partners better and think from their point of view? How do we treat our partners better? Simply, Faith, just to be honest with you, to be really, really honest with you, treat your partner the way that they need to be treated. Like there are certain things that you know about your partner, and I'm just keeping it real. There are certain things that you absolutely know about your partner, and you know what makes them angry, you know what affects them. When you study them and you learn them and you know how they move, if you've been with them for any length of time, right? Then you know what frustrates them, you know what they like, you know what they love. Bless them and give them what you know that they like and they love. Right? Yes, Brian. Yes, it will help you. It will help you, sweetheart. It'll definitely help you. Because especially if you have a good therapist, especially if you had a good therapist. When I was going through my separation from my ex-husband, I went to therapy because I needed it, because I wasn't functioning well. It wasn't good for me. It wasn't. I see y'all watching. I see y'all watching. Say hello. Say hello. I'm talking about the people in the good book of face. Y'all say hello to me. Say hello. I want to see. Please keep my wife in your prayers. Just got married and have a lot of. Okay, Sylvester, I sure will. I will pray for your wife. I'm gonna make a note of that. Okay. I'm writing your name down. Yes, and set honest boundaries, Jay. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna put up this flash goal. 6 gifters. Okay, I'm pinning it right now. I got 15 minutes, y'all, to get 6 daily heart meets. Y'all come with it, come with it, come with it. Yeah, but the only reason why I'm saying what I'm saying though, and I need to be clear, is because a lot of people say they want something and they do things that are contrary. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the daily heart, me and the heart puffs. Thank you. But what happens is a lot of people say that they want things, but then they just go against what they say that they want by their words. Like I know a lot of women, right? and men actually, who, in fact, one of my homeboys, he said, can people out here having these horrible relationships and they not doing? And I'm like, that's a lie. He says, no, Kimmy, everything I hear is difficult. Everybody's struggling. Everybody. I said, that's not true. And he says, I said, this is what I want you to do. I said, when you're in the park, because he likes to go to the park and work out. I said, when you're in the park and you see a couple, right? Hey, Nurse Inga, I see you. And you see a couple. I want you to walk up to the couple and say, can I ask you a couple of questions? How long y'all been together? You know, y'all seem like a nice couple, blah, blah. I said, and talk to them, and they'll tell you they have a really, really good relationship. And he goes, no, but usually people tell you, oh, I can't. I said, no, it's not true. I said, the only people that are having horrible relationships out here are people who don't invest in their relationships, people who get lazy, people who think that they don't have to put in the work, that they don't have to pour into one another. But there's a lot of people out here that are not making any noise. They are happy. They are content. They are living their best lives. They're vacationing together. You see the pictures and people are like, oh, well, everybody got issues. I was like, absolutely. But it's whether or not you handle those issues. Thank you for the roses, Nurse Inga. Thank you, baby. Thank you. So it's not that people don't have issues in relationships, but people are overall happy. But if you keep listening to the squeaky wheel, if you keep listening to the people who are complaining, it'll make you believe that everybody, it'll turn up the volume because that's what you're focused on, right? Hey, Shonda, I see you, baby. How are you? I see you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I see you, Shonda. I want to know how that party was. We're going to have to chit-chat. And we're going to have to chit-chat in the inbox, sis, because I want to know how it went down when you was DJing. You are dope. You are so dope. I'm so grateful to have met you. You're an amazing person. Hey, Tasha, thank you for the roses, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right? And so what we want to do is we want to be careful to what we're listening to, because sometimes people are just having in a difficult season in their relationship. It doesn't mean they always in that season. It just means right now we need to work through some things, and we're going to have to have a sit down, and we're going to have to work through it, right? So what we end up ultimately doing, because we're not careful, and I'm just being honest, is we sit around and we talk ourselves out of having great, healthy, and anybody who will tell you that arguing or having hard conversations is not healthy, they're lying to you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't listen to that, because every single relationship that you're in should be challenging you to get better. And you don't get challenged to get better without something rubbing up against you. If there's something that's frustrating you, and I need to say this before I move on in this live, if there is something that is frustrating you in your life, if there is something that is hurting you in a particular area in your relationships, what I'm going to ask you to do is to do this. Sit with yourself. Take as much time as you need and ask yourself this one question. Every night I give y'all one question to ask yourself. Tonight the question is, why is that frustrating me so much? What's at the root of that? What's really going on? And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times things are frustrating you that don't really have anything to do with the other person. The other person is the catalyst to bring it up in you. Because when they bring it up and you find yourself frustrated about a particular thing, that means it's time to deal with it. What is really at the root of why you're so frustrated? Because it doesn't always have to do with your partner. Sometimes it's because something happened in your past when you was a child. It frustrated you. It aggravated you. Thank you for joining my fan club. Thank you, Nurse Inga. I see you. Thank you, my love. So yeah, like it frustrated you. It got you a little aggravated, or it triggered something in you from your past that made you feel a particular way because it feels familiar, because you feel a little disjointed. But you got to ask yourself, why do I feel disjointed? Why is this bothering me to this degree? And chances are the only thing your partner did in you, because this is what you do when you're in partnership, is they trigger you not to hurt you, but to bring something up so it can be finally dealt with. That's what relationships are meant to do. They are meant to refine who you are. They show you who you are. So when you get aggravated and upset and frustrated with your partner, ask yourself, why am I really doing this? What's at the root of this? How can I change? How can I get better? Because I promise you, they are helping you to become a better version of yourself, which is what relationships are really all about. I promise it is about the mirror, you being able to look at yourself, and the window to look outside and see what's really triggering what's going on inside of you. And I really mean that. And we have to get away from the idea, yes, sis, yes, I'm going to see you soon. I'm going to see you soon. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Shanta. Yes. I love her so much. You see that? Hi, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, girl, I see you. Hey, girl, hey. So we have to stop begrudging in a real way. I see y'all watching on the Book of Faith. Y'all say hello, say hi. Y'all ain't saying nothing. We really have to stop begrudging being challenged. Like, oh, people just got to accept me for who I am. No, absolutely not. The whole idea is that we will grow into better versions of ourselves. Period. Okay, y'all better follow Fabulous. Y'all better follow Fabulous because she's fabulous. I'm serious. But I'm so serious. Like, I really want everybody to begin to wrap their head around this idea. I want you to wrap your head around the idea that relationships are not supposed to be, this fantasy that we have in our heads about what we think. That's garbage. It's a fairy tale. You do not get to the best person that you could be without being challenged. And so many people just don't want to be challenged. They play too much, right? We want the soft life. We want it easy, but baby, it don't work like that until you learn some fundamental things about who you are, how you show up, how you render. That's when things begin to shift and change for you. That's when you begin to get a new mindset, right? When you begin to understand that your pain, everything you've been through, everything that you've experienced has been for your good, and to the glory of God, everything in your life begins to change. And I'm not saying it's easy. Yesterday, I was good on Saturday, had a beautiful workshop on Saturday. I was amazing on Saturday, but I lost my mother in 2019. Yesterday, I was sitting on. Thank you for the hard hands. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you for joining my team. Thank you. So I woke up and I was good for about maybe 10 minutes, I think. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, fabulous. Thank you. And I was good for about 15, 20 minutes. And then it just was like hitting me. It's Mother's Day. And I began to like literally fall apart. So I'm literally like babysitting my little sister's dog, right? And he heard me crying in the room. I don't even know where he was. Thank you for all the gifts. Y'all is loving up on me. Okay, I sure will, Sister Martha. I called you the other day. I sure will call you. And y'all, oh my God, y'all are blessing me. Thank you for the hearts and the roses and everything. Y'all are so dope. Oh my God, y'all gonna make me cry. And I was like literally sitting on the bed. I started to fall apart and the dog came over. He's a little jumper, right? He's a snickerdoodle and he's a little jumper. And he began to jump up. He jumped up once, he jumped up twice, and he jumped up a third time and he jumped in my arms and he began to coddle me. Like cuddle me, like put his paws up and his head underneath my neck. And I was like, oh my God, I was boohoo sobbing. And I couldn't get myself together. I really couldn't. Me and my sister said, we're going to go to the cemetery. And he was comforting me. And it blew my mind because I'm only babysitting. He's not my daughter, but he heard me crying. and ran and came up to me and just started jumping up, and then he jumped in my arms. And I was like this, oh my God. And I was just boohoo crying. And I was saying to myself, y'all, real talk, I promise y'all. I was saying, stop crying. Stop crying. Why are you crying? Your mother is better than you. She's better. She's with the Lord. I was like really like boohoo crying, right? And so then I said, I'm going to drive this time because my sister always drive to the cemetery whenever they go, but I go more often than they do because I'm the baby and I was really, really close to my mom, right? Not that they weren't. I don't want to discount where they were, right, in their lives, but I was on the park. We was on the parkway and we was driving out there. And I said, I should have let you drive. And I went, bah! And I just started crying. And I'm kind of laughing at myself. Like, I miss my mother so much that I could break down right now. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I would think that at this particular juncture, I would be okay. But there is no amount of time to just stop grieving. Like some days you feel good and some days you don't. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? And you just have to get through those moments and that pain. When you miss your mom, it just, it really is what it is. But so I had a wonderful workshop on Saturday, celebrating mothers, celebrating the women in the room. And when I tell y'all, it was amazing and I cannot wait to do it again. I think I'm going to do another workshop like the third week in July in New York. So if y'all want to come, like, listen, y'all inbox me, let me know so we can get it. Because when I tell you, we talked about clarity, mindset, boundaries, and all the things. And when the women left out of it, they felt they actually, we did a ceremony of sorts where they left behind whatever it was that they weren't taking out of that room. And that was the whole point and purpose, to celebrate becoming the new you, right? Celebrate changing of your mindset and your heart and your life, right? Like celebrating what's about to come through prayer and manifestation, speaking life over your life and doing all of those things, right? So all of the things that we talked about, just changing and shifting your narrative in your own mind. Stop believing that there's nobody out there for you, because that's a lie. Whatever it is that you want and need, God got you. I promise you he do. Now, there's a few caveats to all of that, because sometimes it requires that we shift not only what we say to ourselves, but who we are. And I hope that makes sense. Because a lot of times we think, well, I'm in alignment. There's nothing wrong with me, right? And for the most part, no. But sometimes we're rough. I mean, I sit well with a lot of people, but let me just tell the truth and shame the devil. Sometimes we're not ready for what we're praying for. Sometimes there's some things that we got to shift and change in our lives. And that's the truth. And we don't always see that because we can't see ourselves. But when you start asking yourself some pertinent questions, things begin to change in your life. When you start even asking God, help me to become a better version of me. Right? When you start praying about that and saying, God, I surrender my will. Right? Yes. I surrender my will. Yes. Because I want to be in alignment with you. Right? That's the game changer right there. And then God will start revealing to you who you are. How do I shift? I'm trying to shift to entrepreneurial shift. Listen, inbox me, because I could talk about that. Because that's a mindset too. I promise you it's a mindset. Because you are whatever you say that you are. You are whatever you say that you are. Wait, let me correct that. That is in alignment with God. Because that's the part. Let's be clear. It cannot be whatever you think, because some people be like, oh, it's okay for me to do this. No, it's not okay for you to do everything. Whatever it is that God is calling you to, you want to be in alignment with that. So when we begin to ask the question, Lord, I'm surrendering my will because, Lord, I want to be in alignment with you. That changes the whole thing. It's no, Lord, I want to open up me a clothing store, or no, Lord, I want to open up a church, or no, Lord, I want to become an accountant. You say, Lord, what is it that you desire for me to do to build the kingdom? And I surrender my will in order to do your will. And when you start saying stuff like that, God begins to shift you and change the way that you even talk to yourself. Because here's the thing, and I've said this to a lot of people, and I teach this in my classes. Oh, I got a surprise for y'all. Oh my God. Okay. In about a week, I'm going to be opening up my new group on Facebook specifically for people who are in alignment and want to heal and want to be a part of a community where we can all grow and learn together, right? Because I'm in there, because there's levels to this. And I promise you, no matter where I am, I'm growing each and every day. And sometimes I'm growing even by having conversations with you all, right? Yes, yes. That's what I'm doing, right? And so I'm excited about that. And I'm going to like post something with the link so y'all can join the class. Yeah, because there's levels to this. That's right, Tel. That's right. There are levels to this. And we all have to try to get it together. Hey, Coley Cole, I see you, my love. I am blessed, honey. I see you, baby. I love you. What is your book face name? Kim Love Jones. It's the same. Kim Love Jones. I am Kim Love Jones on every platform. Right? Yes, I think. Wait, am I? Chantel Holly, am I? I know. Oh, on the gram, Real Love Jones on the gram. Yes, I'm Real Love Jones on the gram. Yeah. So yes. Team Jesus, I got you. Yep, there you go, sis. Sis got me. Chantel. Y'all have to follow Chantel. She is the growth coach. When I tell you, she's going to help you to get your whole life together. You have to follow her. Follow her right here on this platform. Follow her on the gram. Follow her on the gram. That's my sister. Me and her talk every day. I'm telling you, follow her. She's it, right? Follow her on the gram. That's my baby girl right there. That's my baby girl. So yes. So the reason why I got 2 notifications. Okay, y'all following me. Okay. I'm looking at my good watch and it's coming up on the notification. But the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying to you is I'm not trying to preach to you. Hey, Peaches, thank you for joining my team. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm trying to get you in alignment so that you can get to what it is that you desire. I'm not trying to preach to you because I could do that, but I'm not here for that, right? Wait a minute. Half asleep, just wake up. Keep your head up. Have long suffering sometime. May catch with N. Smith, I think, at tonight. I don't know, at 8. Oh, you going with Najib. Okay. I see you. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm not going to be on the show tonight, but I'm going to be listening to the show tonight, right? So I'm going to be jumping off of here about 8 something, a little after 8, so I can be listening to the show. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, y'all share out this live because it's going down. But I want to get to why I got on here, because I think that this is so super important. I think that it's super important, right? What's a good relationship mindset? Can we talk about that, y'all? A healthy relationship mindset is about believing you are worthy of good love. It's believing that you can create it. It's believing and knowing that you can handle the work that it takes in order to have it and to keep it. So, having a healthy mindset for a relationship requires some work from you. And it's inner work. It's not anything outside of you that's going to get you there. It's the inner work that's going to get you there. The things that you do because you want to see yourself win before you can want anyone else to win. Thank you for joining my team. Thank you. Because you can't get there, my loves. You can't get there until you understand that you create the life that you want, right? So, 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 so here's the thing. Some people don't know what love really is. Some people they think love is what hurt them. They think that love is the thing that does them wrong. They don't understand that it wasn't love at all. It was the person who didn't have the capacity to love. It wasn't love itself that hurt you. I promise you, if you think about it, caring about people and loving people has never done you wrong unless you had an agenda behind what you were doing. I want you to think about that. Just think about it because it's important. You understand? Love itself never hurt you. Loving someone never hurt you. Unless you had an agenda tied to the love. Then you got a problem. And everybody will say, Kim, love is not unconditional. I beg to differ. And I know that we all have the capacity and we can all do it. I know we can. But the issue is I own if it is I love you only if, or I love what you do for me. I don't love the person that you know what I'm saying? It's when you have an agenda tied to some stuff, it's hard to trust again. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. And that's why you got to do this work. Because it's not just trusting them, it's learning to trust yourself. Trust your decisions. What are they rooted in? What are you doing? Right? Because then that becomes a problem. That becomes a problem. That's the problem. Can you trust your decisions that you make? What are your decisions rooted and grounded in? Because then that becomes the problem. It's not them. And I know when I say stuff, y'all got to forgive me in advance. I'm asking for y'all forgiveness in advance. I am for real a coach. I'm a kind of in your face coach. Like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it to try to make you feel good either. Like, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you to matriculate. I'm here to help you to elevate. I'm here to help you shift your energy. I'm not here to be like, aw, poor baby. That's not my style. I'm from New York. Did I tell y'all that? I did, but I don't know if all the hours on. But I'm from New York, and I'm really, I'm a wonderful, sweet person. I'm loving and I'm kind, but I want to see you grow, because I promise you, I will be in tears, and I have done this in my classes. When I see people growing, I'll be like, oh my God, and I'm such a baby. I'm such a crybaby. But when I see people growing up, right? I'm like, oh my God, like, and they tell me, I got testimonials on my Google from the people that I've helped. I've got testimonials on my website. Like, listen, the people that I have helped, and they call me and they be like, Kim, if it wasn't for you, and I'm not saying that to toot my horn, it's only God. I need for y'all to understand this. But I'm not sugarcoating anything to try to dress anything up to make anything pretty. I'm going to tell you the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth hurts. I'm not, I don't want to purposely do it, but it is what it is. We're going to have to, like, because love sets you free, and I love people, and I want you to be set free. I want you to be set free from the stuff that's keeping you in bondage and keeping you so jacked up that you can't see the forest for the trees. We need to get it together, myself included, because I'm constantly growing. It's not a one and done here. It's a constant decision that I have to make every day. Today, I'm going to work on me, right? And some people want it nice and pretty and cute in a little box, and no, I don't do that. I'm sorry. So, but believing, you have to believe in growth over perfection. So when you want a great relationship, you have to believe in growth over perfection, because you're not going to get the perfection. So what's the other option? It's personal growth. People who want healthy relationships understand being accountable for you shows up in your relationship. You ever talk to somebody real quick? You ever talk to somebody and they always blaming somebody else for everything that go on in their life? You ever talk to somebody like that? And they always say, "Oh no, because they did and did and then they did and they did and they did." And they don't ever take responsibility for who they are, what's going on in their lives, and they never say sorry. They don't apologize. They just always blame everybody else. Can I tell you? You don't want to be that person, nor do you want to be around that person. You need people that are going to speak the truth to you, that are going to be honest, people who are going to own their stuff, right? Yeah, Team Jesus. Yeah, my bad. Listen, sweetie. It all begins and ends with you. Can I let you in on another secret too, Team Jesus? Let me let you in another secret. I'm being honest. Let me let you in another secret. When you read the Bible, because you got the name Team Jesus, from Genesis, Adam and Eve, to Revelation, put your name there. Watch how the text comes alive. I promise, I'm not even trying to be funny. Oh, thank you, Peaches. Thank you. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Yeah, do that. Love me like I am your baby, although, wait a minute. Love me like I'm your baby. I will always be the man on you and your man, but mother will always be there for their child. Keep the heart in it. Yes, always, always. Oh, thank you for the dolphin, Peaches. Oh boy, that's I never had a dolphin before, I don't think. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Right? But let me say it again. Let me say it again because I think that this is so necessary, right? Read the word of God from Genesis to Revelation, starting from Adam. God, matter of fact, God created the heaven and earth. You can start right there because that's your power. Chapter 1. That's your power. Because we are co-creators with God. He created us to be like him through his son, Jesus Christ. Hear me when I tell you. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm telling you the absolute truth. And so we have the ability to speak life over our lives and into our lives and all of that, right? We got that part, right? We got that, right? Okay, let's take it one step further. Understand that from the beginning, and when God created Adam, right? You can identify, what did Adam do? God gave him instructions. He was disobedient. He let Eve give him the apple. The fruit. He knew better. He knew better, but he did it anyway. You understand? Yes, tough love is real love. That's right. That's right, Peaches. That is absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. So the reason why I'm saying that is because, oh God, I got the dog in here and now he want to act crazy. This is his first time barking. Max, come here. Come here. Come here, little boy. Little boy. Oh my God. Okay, stop talking to him. Go outside or something. Because I'm on my live. And Max is carrying all the way on. Come here, little boy. And stop your Isn't he cute? He is so cute. No, don't harass him. I'm on my TikTok now. Okay, so my nephew want to come in here and make it worse. Yeah, who ain't nobody got time for Max and his foolishness. He play too much. I'm babysitting, y'all. He's so cute. This is my baby. He's a snickerdoodle. He's a snicker. Nope, no barking. Look at that. Look at you. You on the camera, you little bad boy. Now go under there and relax yourself. I brought him in the room with me so he wouldn't be out. Max. Oh my God. Y'all, hold on. Let me pause this because I'm gonna have to take him in another room because I can't do this. Hold on. I don't be playing them kind of games. Max, you better shut your pie hole. Okay, he behaving now because I can't do it. Hi, Sonny. How are you? Okay, so people who want healthy relationships, they know, they have this sense of knowing that they deserve emotional safety, communication, and care, right? So these are some of the notes that I wrote for myself for this live. I was preparing for this throughout the day. I was just jotting things down because I knew we were going to get to this. And I know that when you want a healthy love, I know that when you know what healthy love looks like, you then begin to change the narrative in your own head, right? Some people say, I love you, but it's with conditions. Like there's people that I love and I may never talk to them again. And I pray for them all the time. And they don't even know that I be praying for them because I don't have to tell them that I'm praying for them in order to pray for them and love them and want the best for them. When you can want the best for someone and you not in relationship with them anymore, right? When you're praying for them and they don't even know, I pray for my ex-husband all the time. You know why? And maybe it's selfish. You can say whatever you want. Because I need him to be there for our kids. If I could keep it real, I pray for him all the time. I want that man well, and I want him to live into his 90s right along with me and beyond. And I really mean that. Hi, thank you, God's Property, for the rose. Thank you, my love. Because the reason why that's important is because my kids need their father. You understand? And I don't see him. He married. He's having a good life. I pray for his wife too. She's beautiful. She's a wonderful person. You know, I don't know her that well, but I don't have to. I just want him to be successful. And the things that I pray for myself, I pray for him. Why? Because that's my children's father, my ex-husband, and I want him to have everything that he needs. And some people will say, Kim, oh, I ain't doing all of that. Okay, you don't have to. I'm not telling you to. I'm telling you that's what I do. Why? Because I want him and need him to be on point for his children. Period. That's it. I love him and I don't want anything to ever happen to him. I'm not in love with him, but I love him. Yes. And my father died when I was 16 and I was devastated. And I don't ever want my kids to go through that. I want my kids to have a healthy, happy relationship with their dad. Period. Thank you for the shell. Is Slinger up on here? Wait, do I see Slinger up on here? Is Slinger up on here? Wait. Slinger is here. He's just in the building. Oh my God. Hey, Slinger. How you doing? But you get what I'm saying? It is important for me that they have a great relationship. Right? Yes, follow me. Yes. But it's so my love is not contingent on whether he does anything for me, and our children are grown. But I don't ever think that there'll be a day that you don't need your mother or your father in your life. So as long as God can keep him here healthy and happy, and he can be relating to our son, our daughter, and helping them, by just mentoring them, by talking to them, by being the man that they need in their lives. Yes, that's what we need. Because we all needed our mothers and fathers. And some of our fathers couldn't be there. But as long as he got good breath in life, I'm praying. And like God, keep him, Lord. So when you love people like that, and you don't even have to, we do talk, we got children, and we're not mad at each other. We don't have any issues. But my point in me saying that is, like, when you really care about somebody and you love them, you don't have to talk to them and still love them. You don't have to keep them in your life and deal with anything, but you can still pray for them and love them, because that's what we're called to do. That's what we're called to do. And we can, get all in our feelings and be, there's nothing wrong with that. Some things are just unforgivable. I get it. But I've been hurt by a lot of people, so I can't quite grasp the concept yet, but I try. Yes. It's as difficult as it's as easy as making a decision. And I know that that's hard for some people to swallow. I really, really do. I know that it's hard. But it's as easy as making a decision for your life. Okay. Okay. Okay, Max. Max. Max, come here. I'm gonna have to get some food and like put it, and have it. So every time you start getting crazy, I can just feed him because he's out of control. He's completely out of control. But you get what I'm saying. You get to make the decision about what you want for your life. You get to be the person that you decide that you want to be. A lot of times we don't even understand what we're doing by the things that we say. You have to have a mindset for relationships. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to lean in when your partner is sad, aggravated, upset. Babe, what's wrong? Talk to me. You got to create space for that, right? Good afternoon, Tim. I see you. When you become vulnerable to people, they take advantage of you, and that's where my problem starts. Okay, so then let me just say this, God's property. Let me just say this. I love that name, by the way. I love it, love it, love it. Let me just say this. Who are the people you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable with? Let me ask you that question. I always told my son, my baby boy specifically, my oldest son, I didn't have to tell him this. But I always told my son, don't ever get in a relationship with your homeboys, girls, women, whatever. I always told him this. Don't ever get involved with people who don't have anything to lose. That's like a little Selah. I'm just going to pause right there. I'm pausing right there. Because I need you to understand something. People are always going to be who they are. You can't stop that. But at what level are these people who take advantage of you every single time? What type of people are they? That's the question. That's the question. As we matriculate, we make different decisions. As we heal, part of our healing is understanding how we got to the place that we were in to begin with. And a lot of times that may mean to go back and deal with sometimes some childhood traumas, some things that don't have anything to do with, right? With a current relationship, but some stuff that, we've been holding on to for years and years and years, right? So when you think about that, and it triggers you. Hi, Nisha. Thank you for joining my team, baby. Thank you. Thank you so much. When you find yourself, right, dealing with a certain people who behave a certain way, it should make you in a real way. One lesson that you should get from that is everybody doesn't deserve you to be open and vulnerable with. There needs to be some trust there, right? You need to be able to trust those people, right? If you're an open book, but you're an open book with everybody, thank you for joining my fan club. Thank you. They call it fan club, my team. I like team better because I like community. Community and team, that just sounds so much better to me, right? Everybody doesn't deserve your openness, your trust. I know vetting is a political term, but I vet people. Everybody can't come into my life. Everybody can't be in my life. And I'm not, and not because I think I'm better than anybody, because I'm not. But everybody don't deserve a seat at my table. People have to be vetted, promise. And don't mean that they're not good people, but everybody not supposed to be in my circle. Everybody not supposed to be in my close, intimate circle. They're just not supposed to be. And you have to know that it is through your decision-making process. That's going to either let them in or keep them out. And hi Kay, how are you? MSW loading. I love that, baby. You better get it. You a master's in social work. Okay, you better get it. I see you. I see you, sis. I see you. Right? Everybody, I told my girlfriend that I was uncomfortable with the guy she follows and she's mad at me. Laugh out loud. Okay, Diego, she just follows him on a social media platform. Okay, you gotta talk to me about that. You give me some more information. But the bottom line is right there, and I need y'all to wrap your heads around what I'm saying. Like just because somebody shows up in your life does not mean that every person. And the lesson that you learn, and this is the truth, I'm being honest. The lesson that I learned is I have to use more discernment and wisdom when it comes down to who I allow in my life. Because I'm around people who I can genuinely talk to. And how do I know that? Because it was small little things that I talked about. And I realized that they held space for me. And then as a direct result of the small little things that I talked about, they began to talk to me about their small little things. And then we built a foundation. We built a real relationship behind that. But you can let a little thing eke out to see how people want to handle it, right? You don't have to tell everybody everything about you. You don't have to throw up on anybody. Hey, love wins. I see you, my girl. I see you. Yeah, you everybody's not worthy. Everybody's not worthy. Just because they came to your front door, doesn't mean you gotta let them in, right? No, we're not doing that. We're definitely not doing that in 2025 and beyond. Let's say that, and beyond, right? Let's say that, right? Thank you for the roses. I see you, my love. I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah. And one of the things that we just have to thank you for the ice cream cone. Okay, I see you. I see you with the good ice cream cone. I didn't even know it was an ice cream cone, but thank you. I see you. Absolutely not. No, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. They don't. And the reality of the situation is, hey, Candy girl, I see you. How are you? How are you? We're long distance as well, and we've been together for 3 years. Okay. All right, the long distance is working for somebody. It don't work for everybody. Y'all do what you got to do. I love that, though, for you. Peaches, thank you for the heart puff. Thank you, my love. Yeah, so what I'm trying to get at is so you can avoid a lot of the shenanigans that go on when you first meet people is guard your heart, because out of it, the issues of life flows. Right? So everybody shouldn't have, to the point that you're hurt and devastated. Right? Because I'm going to tell you, when I was younger, my mother used to say, stop wearing your heart on your sleeve. Right? And it took me years to stop doing that. But now I'm tough. Now I'm a little tough cookie. I still wear my heart on my sleeve sometimes. Right? But I'm a lot tougher because I learned a lot of lessons, and I learned who to be with and who not to be with. Who to invest my time in and who not to. And if it's not a reciprocal relationship, if we're not on the same page, then it's not going to work anyway. Right? That's why I tell my son, like, you got your whole life ahead of you. You can't hang out with people who don't have anything to lose. Right? Because sometimes, the kids, they get in the car, oh, we going to the mall, or we going here. When he was younger, he's older now. My baby is 30-something. Okay. You understand what I mean? But now he knows, because I'm like, you don't get in the car with everybody. You don't get in the car. You don't allow everybody in your life. Because some people, that would be the equivalent of me going down a block and hanging out. And I'm not trying to use this as a bar by which we should measure. But that would be equivalent of me going down the block and going to hang out around a bunch of alcoholics in front of the liquor store. Not going to happen. And that's not the bar by which I measure. I'm just saying. I'm not going to be in a company of people who are not in alignment with who I am, what I want, and what I need. Period. So we have to be mindful of the things that we do, because it speaks to where our life is going. And so that's why I wanted to talk tonight about the relationship mindset and also the self-fulfilling prophecy. Because a lot of times we don't even begin, we don't even understand. Y'all, I'm live on 3 platforms. We don't even understand what it is. I had a client one time, right? Her name was Shay. And one day she said to me, I'm gonna call her Shay. That's not her real name, but I'm gonna call her Shay. She already knew that she wanted a good, stable relationship, she wanted an emotionally available man, but every time we talked, what would come out of her mouth? Every single time we would talk. Girl, these men are all the same. Love is a scam. If I wanted something done right, I got to do it myself. Right? And you know what I do sometimes? Because I don't take every client. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. People say, Kim, would you do? I don't take everybody. And the reason why I don't is because everybody's not ready to hear the truth or change. And for me, I think you have to be willing and ready to change your life. You have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired, because what I'm going to do is I want to push you and propel you to your next. I want you to get better. I want you to get healthy. I want you to be whole, right? Right? And you got to be ready to let go. Yeah, Diego. Oh, you talking about, were you ready to let go of the relationship? Okay, I got you. Listen, I stopped her after she said that. And I said, sis, do you hear yourself? You saying you want love, but you're speaking like someone who's preparing for war, not love. Right? And she thought it was funny. But then like, she really digested it and took it in. Right? Absolutely, Diego. If you're with somebody who's not putting in any effort, why are you doing that? Why are you here? Why are you there? Why are you there? Let's talk about that. Why are you there? Right? Because it's important. All of it is important. Reciprocity. Always. If there is no reciprocity, there is no relationship. But your words can block you from getting to what it is that you want. Your thoughts can block you from getting to what it is that you want. So tonight, I just was like, it's relationship mindset for tonight. It's Monday. Why not? Let's get it. So maybe it was where you were at that particular time when you met her, Diego, right? Here's what happened with that same client. Once she began to change her mindset, you're probably in a vulnerable place, Diego. I mean, honestly, let's think about that. Like, if you met her just months after your mom passed, you were probably in this place where your heart was hurting. You were in a very difficult place, because you're grieving. And sometimes meeting people when you're in that space is not the best thing for you to do. Right. Thank you. Thank you for being joining my fan club, my team. Shauna, I see you. Thank you for the daily heart me, my love. Thank you. Yes. 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 And sometimes we do that and we're not, we do things because we're in a place of pain, right? When I told her to change her language, change her mindset, when me and her started working through that, she started seeing a different level of men. She started noticing men that were more attentive, more in alignment with her. Now, it wasn't her perfect guy, but because she started to shift her mindset, she started meeting gentlemen that were different from the other ones that she had been meeting before. Because if you believe, I did a reel and I posted it on here, all men don't cheat. That's what I did. I said it. And I mean it. And I mean it. Every man is not out here cheating and going crazy and losing their mind and sleeping with others. They're not doing it. They are not doing it. In fact, can I tell y'all to do this? Go to Google when you get a chance, when you get off this live, and I want you to Google how many men are doing the horizontal mambo, and y'all know there's certain things I cannot say on here, right? between the ages of 30 and 65. Google it. You're going to find out that not as many men are doing what you think they're doing to begin with. You understand? Oh, okay, Peaches. Yes. I'll be back on here tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I'll be here at 7, baby, tomorrow. It's going down. So come on back and join me, Peaches. I'm so happy you got on, sister. I love you. Thank you for being here. Yeah. So a lot of people believe that, but statistically, it's not true. Men are like, do the statistics. Go to Google and see what it is. And because the idea here, and this is what I want you to understand. Everybody is not out to get you. Everybody is not a dog. Everybody is not running around in the street and doing all the things. You understand? Everybody's not about that life. There are some genuinely good men out here. So if women think that all men are this or all men are that, then they got the wrong idea. Then you're never going to meet anybody, because that's the way you see most men. And that's not in alignment with what you want. I know I'm a good girl and I exist. And because I'm here, I know that there is somebody for me, right? I don't ever want to even begin to believe that I'll never have anybody in my life, because that's nonsense. That's absolute stew hockey, right? Ain't nobody doing that. Nobody's doing that. But you have to believe that you are worthy of. You have to believe that you're worthy of. You have to know that it exists. Everything you need already exists. And that's the truth, right? So what I'm about to do, wait, y'all. Y'all hold on for me 1 second, because I'm going to sign off of my other streams. Wait, why's my thing? Y'all on the Book of Face, y'all have an awesome and amazing evening. I love y'all.